Day 6 of the Cradock 4 inquest, and it's the first time a former apartheid minister appeared before the court. Samuel de Beer, who served as Deputy Minister of Bantu Education in the 1980s, told the court that he pushed for Matthew Goniwe's reinstatement as a teacher in Cradock after his transfer to Graaff-Reinet sparked unrest across the Eastern Cape.
What I'm telling you now is what I heard from my officials, that Goniwe was seen as a troublemaker and that he could not contribute to improving the situation in Cradock, with which I, of course, did not agree.
Thank you, Mr.
I had a different viewpoint in this regard.
De Beer told the court that his proposal was met with strong resistance from government structures, saying any final decision at the time needed approval from State Security Council.
Who were these people that were opposing you? Just give us the names.
Who were the persons who what?
That were opposing you, giving you the strong resistance.
Well, basically, you know, the normal channel of communication went through the SSC, and they had a say in this matter, and there had to be agreement between my department and the SSC in this regard, and that's where the viewpoints differed.
He went on to tell the court that after receiving no official feedback on his proposal, he called an informal meeting with top cabinet members.
I convened an informal meeting in Pretoria with the Minister of Law and Order, Mr. Louis Legrandsie, the Minister of Defence, General Magnus Malang, the Minister of Education and Training, Dr. Gerrit Viljoen, and the Commissioner of Police, General Johan Coetzee. During this meeting, all persons present agreed that Mr. Goniwe should be reinstated in his post in Cradock. I am not sure of the dates of these meetings, but as far as I can remember, it was a week or two before the killing of the Cradock 4.
De Beer said he was shocked to learn of the brutal killings of the Cradock 4 and that early reports from the apartheid government tried to blame the murders on political tensions between liberation movements, AZAPO and UDF.
I was later informed that the killings of the Cradock 4 were attributed to tensions between AZAPO and the UDF at the time. Conclusion: the deaths of the Cradock 4 were deeply shocking to me, particularly given Mr. Goniwe's significant and positive influence as a leader and educator within the Cradock community.
The inquest continues Tuesday, where former apartheid spy and security branch operative Craig Williamson is expected to take the stand. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Sipha Kema at the Gqeberha High Court.